Hey, what's poppin', what's poppin', what's poppin', comedian Mo Green back at you. Once again, this is not gonna be a podcast, this is gonna be a food review, but I'm doing something a little different. I've done it before. This is gonna be my second reaction video. And it's actually a YouTuber that I'm very entertained by. I haven't watched all of her stuff, but I'm gonna share and show you who she is right now. And she does like a lot of reactions to urban type things. Give me 1 second, because this is the part where I'm weak at. When it comes to producing, I'm horrible. Hold on, let me find this so I can screen share it for you. But all right, let me bring back my Zoom. Bam, there we go. And I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna get better at this. I assure you. This is the young lady, the individual. I think she's like in her mid-20s, and her name is. She goes by the name.
What up, YouTube? I am your host, Mediocre.
Pause it. She goes by the name of.
Hi guys, welcome to the Just Pearly Things YouTube channel.
My bad, that was playing a little bit. She goes by the name of Whitest Girl on Earth. Hold up, I'm gonna keep my video over here on the side. Where the hell is it? Where the hell is it? Show video panel. I don't know why it automatically takes the video panel off. This don't make no sense. But anyway, this is her. Her name is Just Pearly Things, and she just does like reactions in general. But like she seems to concentrate on like a lot of like the urban YouTubers, so to speak, the black YouTubers or what have you, like Kevin Samuels. Today, she's I think this was her first reaction to alpha male strategies, and I recall watching this. And I recalled like just commenting to a lot of stuff that she was saying, because I knew it was coming from a perspective that she didn't really understand. She was commenting from the perspective of like a white woman or just a woman in general, as opposed to being objective and seeing it from his perspective. And she was also commenting from a person that was younger. And I think she's under 30. Now, I could be wrong. I should know a little bit more about her. But the few, like I love when she reacts to Kevin Samuels. That's hilarious. I'm going to have to do a couple of those. But you know what I mean? Just probably like what you're doing, and I'm going to be commenting on a lot of your videos, because I find you to be very entertaining. Shout out to you and your boyfriend, Angry Man. Y'all doing y'all thing. You know what I'm saying? So let's get right into it. Alpha Male Strategies. He's basically not a pickup artist, but he's just like a relationship type cat on YouTube. But his focus is having men get mo bitches. He's not about relationships. He's not about having men to try to like have something sustaining or anything like that. So when you go in with that mindset, you understand where he's coming from. This is an old video, so maybe she thinks differently now, because this came out on May 7th. But I kind of understand why she was reacting the way she did. But I just wanted to react to her reaction. So enough of my chitter chatter, my babble. Let's go. This is Just Pearly Things. Whitest Girl on Earth reacts to How to Cheat by Alpha Male Strategy. This is me reacting to her reacting.
Today, I am going to be reacting to a video that I know is going to make my stomach turn. Like, I'm not going to like it at all. You know, I'm pretty like, I don't know how to put it. Like,
you see, like with that, when you say stuff like that, you kind of like, especially like if a person has never watched the video that you're going to react to, you kind of like give them a preconceived notion, and like they're already like prejudging something before they actually like become involved with it. But whatever, it is what it is. Let's go.
Like, optimistic about people. People are good. But this video, I think, is going to change my mind. It's titled How to Cheat in a Relationship and Woman Running a SMV Background Check. It's by Alpha Male Strategies.
I have no idea.
This will be interesting.
I don't know what an SMV background check is.
Let's see how it goes.
I'm gonna let that play while I look this up.
I'm like nervous to watch this. I like don't want to.
What's up, fellas? So I got a guy who's married that wants to know how to fuck these hoes to sleep. All right, and so this can go for any of you guys who are in relationships, or you dating a woman exclusively, or whatever the case may be. All right, so here's the thing with this, guys. theoretically, I would like for you to tell the girl that you're dating or married that you want to have an open relationship. And y'all know me, I'm not on some moral ethics, do the right thing. I don't give a fuck about that.
Clearly
This
not.
is the issue right here, guys. Ain't nobody got time for all that stress and ducking and dodging and looking over your
Let me
shoulder
pause
and
it.
shit like
Just
that.
make sure I'm sharing it. My bad. I'm sorry, guys. Let me just make sure. All right, make sure I'm sharing it properly. All right, here we go.
Don't nobody have time for that bullshit. All right. But let's just hypothetically say you in a relationship, you got kids, and you know the woman gonna probably be pissed off and want to put you on child support and alimony. So let's just hypothetically say that's the situation, and you want to fuck other women. All right. You ain't asking me to come over here and judge you. You just asked me to give you advice. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right. When
I do not like this. I don't like it at
y'all guys
all.
ask me questions.
I understand she doesn't like it, but this isn't information that he's volunteering. You dig what I'm saying? This is a certain individual made a request, and now he's answering the request. And I've listened to AMS to know enough to know that he doesn't suggest that people go out and cheat or do any of these nefarious things. But he's saying, but if you're going to choose to do that, there is a decorum and there's a way to go about doing it. But we will continue, Miss Pearly. We can get through this. We can get through this, Miss Pearly.
I'm not finna stand on my soapbox and say, you should do this and you should do. I'm not your daddy, all right? You ask me for advice, I'm gonna give it to you, all right?
Now, I didn't watch that. Now, didn't I just say that? Didn't I just say that? I mean, we both old school. I think he like 38, 39. I'm 42 years old. So when you watch a lot of these things, you have to be objective. You can't, I mean, I'm not telling you what you should or you shouldn't do, but if you're trying to be a journalist, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think you'll get a better experience out of it if you're more objective. But I do know that the crazy reaction is like, oh my God, how could he do this? That's part of the entertainment value. So I get that too, but let's let it play.
Right. So first thing, guys, if you're in a relationship or you married and you want to fuck other hoes, is you have to tell the other women that you have a girl at home.
There
You
you go.
have to fucking do it. She
Facts.
has to be down with the fucking game plan.
Facts.
All right. Now, here's the thing, guys. You don't lie to women. All right. It is counterproductive. I've said.
All right, to him, you definitely don't lie to women. I agree. But you also don't volunteer all the information as well, too prematurely. You might give up too much information prematurely, and then you might lose out on the situation entirely. So you gradually give it to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're trying to date somebody or something like that, there's no point in like giving your whole life story on the first date. Like the Bible says, it's like giving pearls to swine. The swine won't be able to appreciate the pearls. All they're gonna do is eat it. So basically, you got to make sure that this person is worth you giving said information to, you know, after a certain amount of time, and then you gradually reveal yourself more and more, or reveal your intentions. But you don't give everything up at once. But he's right though.
That shit over and over again. The other dating coaches, they was on a smear campaign to make it seem like I was lying. Like I got y'all guys lying to women. This is all I have ever said about leading women on, guys. Is if you meet a woman who's looking for a relationship, and she asks you, "Are you open to a relationship?" You tell her yes if the right woman comes along. And guys,
That's real.
for whatever y'all guys have heard, that is not a lie.
No.
All right. And I'm gonna tell y'all guys why that is not a lie. Guys, I'm gonna tell you something right now. If you're a 21-year-old red pill guy and you think that you're gonna live for the next 50 or 60 years of your life just dating women, you got another fucking thing coming. All right. At some point, you will meet a woman that you will want to settle down with.
Hey, I've been single almost 10 years, and I recently met a woman. As amazing as that sounds, you know what I mean? Like, I think in the last 20 years, I've had 2 serious girlfriends. I've had a lot of hoes. I was a 1 week relationship master. I meet a chick for like a week, smash for like a week or whatever, and just keep it moving. Or I ended prematurely, or she ends it prematurely. But after a while, like I'm 42, it's not even about you slowing down. Like it's just about you Yeah, it kind of is about you slowing down, but it's like you get tired of the runaround. You get tired of just like the unknown. The unknown if she got a man, the unknown if she got diseases, the unknown. It's just the unknown if she's a bitch. There's just so many unknowns that you have to deal with that you don't have to deal with as much when you finally settle with that right person. I'm not saying settle with for anybody, you know what I mean? And I think settle is too much of a condescending word, but when you finally make that union, that right person, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you ain't gonna run unless you're a playboy, you know what I'm saying, on some Hugh Hefner type shit, and you got millions and millions of dollars, and you can fuck hoes like you can't even walk no more, but your penis still get hard from all the drugs you got in your body. If you want to be that, be that. You understand what I'm saying? But eventually, there does come a point in time. Everything ends at one point or another. You know what I mean? So why not end your whole stage uh, with being with a good woman? But all right, let's continue.
Thing with us red pill guys is we don't look for it, but
I do.
one day a woman will come in your life that's right for you.
It
And let
happened
me
to
tell
me.
y'all guys something. So y'all guys just to put things into context. Guys, I done been got over that little red pill, women gonna dump you when you lose your job bullshit. I got over that shit a long time ago. I was that was kind of upsetting me, but I got over that bullshit about you.
Dang. He just I would not I like don't even know what to say. This is not I do not like watching
know,
this.
women
But why don't you like watching it? Like he's saying, a lot of men, we go through our player, we go through our whole phase, and eventually we settle down with people. Y'all see, women, y'all do that too. Y'all just reach your sexual peak at a much earlier age. Y'all be going through your whole phase between like 14 and 22. But you have that biological clock that's ticking. You got to have them children by 35. So of course you're going to try to settle down and score somebody. But the thing is, men, I think we don't even start reaching our sexual peak till we like 35 or something like that. And then beyond that, we don't really reach our financial peak until like 45, and we can have kids up until we like 70 years old. So as far as our what is it our range or our yeah the rate for our player range is a lot bigger. Your ladies player range is like this. Our player range is like that. And the thing is, just Pearly, I'm gonna just call you Miss Pearly. You're looking at this from your female mindset with a limited time clock. You understand what I'm saying? It's kind of like, like some of them rappers and them ballers and them actors, they'll go and go to a bar, to a restaurant, and they'll spend $50,000 on their friends or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just getting drunk, just having a good time. And now, if it takes you 2 years to make the 50 G's, but you see this baller spending 50 G's, when are you like, oh my God, how could you spend so much money? I could never do that. Of course you wouldn't do that because you can't afford it. You don't have what that individual has. You know what I'm saying? But you could probably spend $200-300 on a night for yourself, right? And then there's somebody else, like somebody that makes $10,000 a year. They're like, oh my God, how could you spend 200 or 300? They looking at you the way you're looking at the baller. And that person that's looking at you that only make 10 grand a year that couldn't spend $200 or $300 on themselves on a fun night. They might spend $20-25 on a bottle of liquor or some shit like that. A homeless person look at him, be like, oh my God, how could you spend $20 or $25 on a bottle of liquor? So it's all relative. In order to fully appreciate these things, man, you can't look at it from a subjective standpoint from like the way that you think, the way that you live, the way and the things that you have. If you're truly trying to be like an objective journalist, you know what I mean? But I'm not going to bash you or nothing like that. You Miss Pearly, I mean, even though I call you Miss Pearly, that's like an old school name, but you're definitely young. And I'm just, this is just the OG, just schooling. I'm just schooling. That's all I'm doing.
women like Reese. I've been got over that. Do y'all guys not know why I don't theoretically not open to a relationship? Because women get on my fucking nerves. All right, I only can take women in small doses. All right, the average woman has way too much fucking masculine energy for me. I cannot tolerate.
Now, and she about to say something. I'm gonna say something too. Even in that instance, that's the women that he's coming across. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's into different things. If you're more of a domineering type and you prefer your girl to be quiet, and a lot of these women like to talk, then I can understand what he's saying from his perspective. So he basically wants somebody that's just more submissive, more quiet, that doesn't say much. I've had both. The girl that I currently have, she's submissive to me, but she's very talkative, very intelligent. You know what I mean? And we go back and forth. The way I'm talking to this camera, we talk to each other like constantly. But we enjoy each other's company. We enjoy each other's conversation, and we build each other. We build each other up. Maybe he hasn't encountered somebody like that. But let me see what Miss Pearly says.
I'll have you know, I am delightful. Delightful.
But he not trying to get with her anyway. So that's see again, you're internalizing it, you're personalizing it. Like Miss Pearly, how you are doesn't matter because you're not trying to get with him and he not trying to get with you. So there goes the objectivity again. He's talking about bitches that he interested in. He's not talking about he probably doesn't even know you exist, but I know you're doing that for comedic purposes. And me commenting on your comedic banter is for comedic purposes as well. I feel like my video about to be long as hell, and this is all tongue in cheek.
What? Masculine energy.
Rate them for too fucking long. They get on my fucking nerves.
Do I have masculine energy? I like for real don't know what that means.
I don't think so.
Sometimes because
masculine energy, what he's saying is like being aggressive, being assertive. You're the one that wants to take the lead. You know what I'm saying? Like when a chick is really, really into a dude or just into men in general, she doesn't assert herself. She just makes herself available and he takes the lead. Whenever I do make plans or do anything with my girlfriend, I don't ask her, I tell her. If she tells me when she's free, like I know her schedule, so I'll tell her, yo, come check me, so-and-so, such and such. And obviously, if there's an emergency or something comes up, she can't do it, she'll let me know. But pretty much, her free time is my time, should I choose to use it. That's what it means by her submitting. But it's not a bad thing. I don't lead her to do negative things or nothing like that. We're working on comedy, we're working on writing, we're working on, all kinds of productive, positive things. And eventually we're going to be doing a podcast together. But yeah, that was real gay. But any rate, like masculine energy is when a woman wants to take lead, and is just being defiant. Like when a woman really, really is into a dude, she submits to him and she allows him to take lead. She lets him know when she's free, and he says 8 o'clock Friday, let's bounce, let's go to this place. And she's like, okay, because if she didn't want to go, she would never let him know when she's free. So that masculine energy is button heads and always trying to take lead as a woman. When you're not really into a dude, you act more masculine and you act more defiant because you don't want the motherfucker. All right.
I like work hard and stuff, but if I take a personality test, like it says I'm pretty agreeable, like I'm pretty go with the flow. But like I do like to like I've always taken pride in the fact that I work hard.
All right. And so that is why I'm not open to a relationship. That I love my space, all right? And that just goes to show you guys how much masculine energy women done picked up the last 10 to 15 years. Because I do not remember that 15 years ago, women having all this fucking masculine energy, all right? I constantly always have to put a woman in a friend zone or pull back, or whatever the case may be, because these women carry so much fucking masculine energy that they're constantly trying to take the reins in a relationship. Well, I don't have.
It's the women that he coming across. You know what I'm saying? It's the demographics that he coming across. Because I mean, obviously, I don't like to say all women, but there's a variety of different types of women out there. But I feel like most submissive women, most women that are willing to give themselves and totally be submissive and let the man take the lead, most of them hoes is taken. You know what I mean? It took me 20 years to find the right one. You know what I'm saying? And it's still relatively new. I could be totally wrong, but so far so good. But as far as what he's saying, it sounds like he has to broaden his horizons. You know what I'm saying? And he has to expand. Maybe deal with some foreign African chicks or some foreign chicks that their whole life they are raised to serve their men. Here we go.
Have time for that bullshit. I'm all up for shit tests, and I know women got a shit test to test your strength, but it gets on my fucking nerves. All right, so until I meet a real feminine woman that ain't got a fucking shit test every fucking 5 minutes to get the power in the relationship, I will stay dating. All right, and that's the thing with that. And listen, guys. Y'all know I pass shit tests, and the bitches still shit test. They carry way too much fucking masculine energy. They are constantly trying to get the reins in a relationship. That's why.
Okay, we get it. So he deals with a lot. Like he could have just said this in one sentence. I don't date girls because they have too much masculine energy. He's just going on.
I'd like to deal with women.
I mean, but Pearly is for the sake of entertainment purposes. You know what I mean? Like, and then not everybody has the ability to articulate themselves concisely with few words. Not everyone has what is it? What is it? Brevity? Is that the word? Brevity? Is that the right word? I mean, not everybody's good at being brief at the. Let me make sure I'm looking up the right words. Let me see. Let me see. Brevity. The concise and exact use of words and right. Damn, it's funny. Like I'll be knowing like the definitions of some words and shit. Well, I know the context of how to use certain words without even like fully knowing the definition. That's insane, but whatever. Let's go.
Women like I do. That's why I like to just date them because I don't need that fucking headache. But one day, and this go for you brothers too, one day you will meet a feminine woman who is submissive. I don't know when that's gonna be, but you will meet it. I'm open to it. I just don't look for it. If I ever meet a woman that's very feminine and I find very attractive and she suck a mean dick and she got her own money, I am very open to a relationship. Marriage, fuck no. All right, y'all.
It's funny too because Miss Pearly, I just love calling Miss Pearly is just so like she's just so white and so feminine and so soft and like so naive. To hear this cat speaking on some gangster shit, I just want me a woman that know how to suck dick, lick ass, and toss my balls and swallow the babies. That's all I'm looking for. I'm trying to get all the bitches. And she's just like, oh heavens, how could you speak in such a manner? But then she dating the angry dude who hood as a motherfucker. He's hilarious.
I'll see the marriage laws and shit like that. That ain't happening, all right? But a relationship, if a woman is feminine and she don't get on my fucking nerves for a year, maybe I'll be open to going exclusive, all right? So theoretically, guys, that is not a lie. Just to be, and even for you guys, even for you red pill guys that think that you don't never want a relationship. I'm sitting here telling you right now, one day, if I was to check back on you in 15, 20 years, your ass will have 2 fucking kids and a fucking marriage.
In 15, 20 years, I'll be 57 to 62. So I don't got no kids yet. I need to get my shit together. You know, I'm gonna be that old ass father at the PTA meeting. Are you his granddad? No, I'm his dad. Horrible.
Guarantee you. All right, I guarantee.
And Alpha Male Strategies ain't that much younger than me, so he gonna be in that boat too if he don't got no kids. We gonna be some old ass fathers.
At the very least of relationship, I guarantee you.
You know what? I found a secret here. I need to just whoever I decide to marry, whatever, we need to adopt a 20-year-old. If we adopt a 20-year-old and then that 20-year-old has like by the time they're 24, 25, they have a baby, then I'll have some grandkids without, you know what I mean, having to wait till I'm like 80 years old to have my first grandkid. So yeah, me and my girlfriend, we going to adopt some 20-year-olds.
All right, guys. So that's the bottom fucking thing. The thing with us red pill brothers is we know our value, and so we ain't finna be with some masculine ass bitch who's trying to run a relationship all the time. That's the bottom line on that. But getting back to this man question, lying to women, guys, is counterproductive. What do I mean by it's counterproductive? Guys, if you're going to lie about anything, you want to lie about you are dating women, that you do have a woman. So let's hypothetically say you meet.
Yo, you know what? And I understand, I hear him because women are very competitive and it's weird. It's weird. Women seem to be more attracted to like guys that are married or guys that are in situations. I got a whole breakdown as to why, and I really don't want to get into that in this video. But I do notice like women tend to gravitate towards men who other women co-sign, even if the woman doesn't know that. Even if the woman does not know the women co-signing him, they just these flock of bitches like him, so I like him too. You know what I mean? Women are, he got married, so he must be a good person, so let me fuck him. But it's like, if he's fucking you and he's married, then how good of a person is he really, though? But you get what I'm trying to say. Women tend to be attracted more to guys when there seems to me more of an air of competition. If he's by himself and nobody wants him, that makes her feel weird. You know what I'm saying? Not all of them, but a lot of them bitches.
Meet a woman, you better off telling her.
And I'm saying bitches for comedic purposes. I don't mean all y'all bitches, but bitches is bitches though.
That you do have a woman, then you don't. That's you more liable to fuck her that way. Yeah. The only one you won't fuck is the woman who.
I never did that game, but what he's saying, Pearly, Miss Pearly, makes sense. I already broke it down to you. Women like, not all, but a lot of women like an air of competition. They say, I forget what it says. It says 90% of the women on Earth are only attracted to 10% of the men. 90% of the women on Earth are attracted to and only have sex with 10% of the men. That means a lot of women are sharing the same guy. And you got 90% of dudes out here that's not really getting pussy from women like that. Yeah, so yeah, that's true as fuck. Because if that was the case, if women preferred dudes that were totally single and by themselves and totally clear and totally free, then
Looking for a relationship.
That 90%, 10% rule wouldn't exist, but it does exist. It does exist.
Well, that's only going to be like maybe 30 or 40%. That's hypothetical to say 50 and 50. All right, so that's only going to be 50%. The other 50% of women, if you tell them that you ain't got nobody, I don't want you. And even some of those girls that are looking for a relationship, let me tell y'all guys something. Even the women who are looking for a relationship, the fact that you married lets them know that at least you are the settle down type. So
didn't I just say that? Even though it's a paradox, because you're attracted to him, right? He's married. Like you as a woman, you're attracted to this married dude, and it tells you that he's the settle down type, but you're still trying to steal him from somebody else. So is he really settling down? They say how you lose him is how you gain him. Ladies, you still a married man, you know what I'm saying? Chances are another woman could steal him from you. I'm just saying. But yes, Miss Pearly, yes, this is real shit.
Some of those might want to fuck with you too, because a lot of guys are not even like, I'm gonna tell y'all guys something. Guys who are successful, guys who have their shit together, a lot of these guys don't want to do nothing but play around. I'm telling you that shit right now, guys. A lot of guys who have their own crib, a nice crib, they body in shape, they make good money, they dress nice. Those guys don't want to do nothing but fuck as many bitches as they can. So when a woman do meet a guy that has his shit together, if he is in a relationship or even if he is married, at least she knows he's open to the opportunity of settling down. All right, that's the thing with that, guys. That's
Guy,
the thing.
the group, Teddy Riley's group, Guy, they had this one song. You can have a piece of my love. It's waiting for you. Girl, it's true. I do love you. Talking about some of these men is giving out a piece of their love, and some of these women is they rather have half a man than have no man. It's fucked up. But like I said, it's the 90-10 rule. You know what I'm saying? 90% of the women only fuck with 10% of the dudes. When you got that number that's that staggering, some of these guys is gonna get shared. That's just what it is. Until women start being more objective and just stop being so damn picky and come outside of themselves and try to talk to. I'm not saying they got to talk to some hideous guy, but you know what I mean? Go for somebody that they really like. If they're a black chick that only date black dudes, try to date a different race. If they're a white chick that only date white guys, try to date a different race. If they're a chick that, I only want to fuck with niggas that's over 6 feet, try to date somebody that's like 5'11". Like y'all be so picky and so limited with your options that y'all all sharing the same man.
And so don't never get that construed that having a woman or being in a relationship or being married takes you out of qualifying for anything. In a lot of the cases, it helps you. All right. That's why I always tell you guys, even if you're not dating, tell a woman you are dating people. If you don't want to listen. If you're gonna lie the right way. Lie and try to raise your
logically. What he's saying makes a lot of sense. But me personally, I've never pretended like I was with somebody else to get a chick. I just can't. And now I have somebody, and it's funny, now that I have somebody, I'm not saying I won't sleep with anybody else. I'm not saying that would never happen. You know, me and my girlfriend, we discuss these things like in a mature manner. But I definitely, you know, when I think of all the energy and the time and the right swipe, left swipe, phone calls, dates, getting stood up and all this bullshit, you know, you go through all that in hopes of like one day finding like somebody who might be the quote unquote right person, which I think I have. So it's like now that I fought through all this bullshit and I finally have it. Yes, the prospect of getting buns and getting some new pussy definitely, you know, it comes to my mind every now and again. But I think of how long it took to get to this particular point right now. And I'm not going out of my way to find no hoes. If some hoes throw some shit in my lap and me and my girlfriend have a conversation, that's one thing. But for me to put all this energy and stress into trying to find some new shit when I already got something at home, from a logical standpoint, it don't make. I don't got that. I'm 42. I'm about to be 43. And what, it was this June, July, August, in 8 months, June, July, August, September, in 9 months, I'll be 40, 43. I don't got the time or the energy, you know what I'm saying, to be putting in, trying to chase after these hoes no more. No.
SMV. I ain't dating no.
If it fall in my lap, that's different. But me going out my way and chasing, nah, I'm good.
Nobody. I ain't had a date in a long time. What day you available? I'm available every day. I'm available Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm available every day. Lunch, breakfast, dinner, I got all day available. That's the worst thing you want to do, all right? You want a woman
No.
to think you have options, all right? So guys, stop thinking that being...
Okay, I do agree with what he said about being, like, too available. Like, if a guy doesn't seem to have anything going on, like, he just like, you kind of wonder. I mean, like, in the getting to know someone, like...
But that's pretty much what he's saying. He's being crude, but that's pretty much what he means. Like, a woman wants to see that you aren't a social outcast, like you just out there and you having a good time and you're doing your thing, and like people don't think you're weird. You know what I'm saying? He just crude because he's like, you got to be just fucking. They got to know you fucking these bitches. Like, that's part of an entertainment purpose. You got to take that as tongue in cheek, even though he might be dead serious. But who knows? I'll let you, Miss Pearly. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm gonna let you finish, Miss Pearly.
Process, if that makes sense. Like, it's the same thing with a girl. If a girl, like, literally has no hobbies and only wants to hang out with you all the time, like, kind of like, what's wrong?
In a relationship and marriage is disqualified. It is going to disqualify you from some women who are looking for a relationship because they're going to classify you as a cheat. And so that's fine. You're going to lose those, that's fine. But you have to tell the fucking truth. First of all, she's going to figure it out the first fucking week. All right, women are not fucking stupid, guys.
Yeah, we'll stalk the shit out of
you. To that, women aren't stupid, but a lot of them choose to ignore red flags, man. A lot of times they get so caught up in the fantasy and potential and what they think something might be that they ignore blatant red flags and they continue to go on with a situation. And then when it fucks up, it's like, oh, I didn't know. How could this happen? Even though on the flip side, women say they are the more intelligent of species and they are better at tapping into emotions and more psychic and all this bullshit. But at the end of the day, a lot of them don't want to hold themselves accountable at all, man. Let's continue.
Yeah.
When I was in a relationship, and this one I didn't know no better, and I used to be trying to date, cheat at the beginning of the relationship. This one, didn't know no better about just tell the truth and shit if you don't want to be in a relationship. But at one time I was in a relationship and I was trying to cheat at the very beginning. Those girls would always be calling at 10, 11 o'clock at night. Why the fuck do y'all think they did that? They did that because they know, okay, if he ain't got no girlfriend, he probably can answer the phone. All right? I could never answer the fucking phone. So they gonna figure the fucking bullshit out anyway. So they have to be down with it, guys. All right, so they have to be down with the plan. But guys, stop thinking that women having a girl at home lowers a woman's attraction. I had a girl back home, this is years ago, like maybe 24, 25, and there was a girl next door that I wanted to fuck. And I was dating another girl. And that girl wouldn't even give me the time.
Yeah, what up, man?
Hey, sorry, I was at the drive-thru. Sorry.
Yeah, I was in the process of producing a video right now. You're interrupting the fuck out of me.
Oh, okay, sorry. I'll talk to you later.
I'll hit you up.
Time of day to her grandma.
See the phone ringing.
Oh, you got a pretty little girl come over there.
Put it to voicemail.
Now all of a sudden she find me.
They see me put it to voicemail and they still keep calling, man. Like, if it's an emergency, text me. Let me see the text. Shit. All right, let's go.
Me attractive. That bitch wouldn't even give me the time of day until her grandma told her. And she told me, yeah, I heard about your little pretty girlfriend you come over here. My grandma told me. She didn't want to give me the time of day. Now she want to fuck me because her grandma done told her I had a little chick coming over. Y'all guys get what I'm saying? So that's the thing with that, guys, is that actually raises your SMV. So
I don't think so.
It does, though.
Like, if a guy, sorry guys, my sister keeps texting
You've
me.
already, Miss Pearly, you've already proven it. You've already proven it when you said, well, we do want a guy that's more active. Active ain't only just doing shit, it's doing people and being involved with people, just interpersonal relationships with people. Don't contradict yourself, Miss Pearly. Do not, you about to contradict yourself, but don't, whatever, talk, go ahead, whatever.
Like, if a guy has a girlfriend, my first thought is, oh, okay. I mean, now I'm in a relationship, but like when I wasn't, like my first thought would be like, no, you know?
Everything else stays.
That's you. That's not everybody, man. Again, that's you, Miss Pearly. But the 90-10 rule still stands. 90% of women are only attracted and deal with 10% of the dudes. You might be one of the, you know what I'm saying, 10% of the women that go beyond that, or that one of the 10% of the women that's willing to deal with the 90% of the men. But that still doesn't represent a majority of how this shit works or breaks down in this dating world.
The same if you're in a relationship and you just want to cheat. I prefer you tell your woman you want an open relationship, but if you know she gonna make your life a living hell and you don't want to deal with that shit and you just want to do it with this, you go out and you
Why don't you find a girlfriend that's into that stuff?
meet women the same way.
I'm gonna tell you why, because it's easier said than done. And a lot of chicks that are into that, you know, like more open poly type relationships, most of the women is taken. Most of the women ain't, most of those women aren't available. Whenever a dude comes across an open-minded chick, you know, that's on some poly shit and that's willing to date and you know what I'm saying, date more than one person, those women are taken. I've seen so many hoes in different situations get wifed up fast as shit. They should have done fuck 10 dudes in one room type situation. And one of those guys out of the 10 was like, you know what? This chick is a freak, and I don't care if she fucked anybody else. I'm about to just lock her down, man. Those are valuable specimens that most men, when they come across them, not most, but a lot of men, when they come across them, they hold on to. Because again, 90% only fuck with 10%. So there's slim pickings for most of us. I consider myself amongst the 90% of men that bitches don't fuck with. I just got lucky. You understand what I'm saying? But 90% of men, no, women, 90% of women only fuck with 10% of men. 90% of men is going, and 90% of men, like men, 100% of men, like men, we'll fuck with. I mean, Tiger Woods, Kobe Bryant, like, I don't care if you're a billionaire or whatever, all kinds of men will fuck with, 100% of men will fuck with 100% of all kinds of women. So that doesn't apply to us, but to y'all, 90% of women only fuck with 10% of the men. So it's 90% of niggas that's not getting pussy like that out here, not having the sex that they would like to have. So easier said than done, Miss Pearly. You got yourself a man, you know what I'm saying? And you probably could have, I'm sure there were a whole bunch of suitors that you could have gotten before you got him. And if you lost him, if something happened, God forbid, that you guys broke up or whatever, went down separate ways, you could have a boyfriend in like 2 motherfucking days. I lose my bitch right now. I don't know, like, I have no idea. I have no prospects. I got people I talk to, little hoes or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But as far as like a serious relationship, 2 relationships in 20 years. A whole bunch of hoes, 2 serious relationships in 20 years.
And it should be easier for you to meet women. Unless you in a bad relationship and you ain't having sex and shit like that. But a man who's in a relationship, always, guys, I got the most choosing signals when I was in a relationship.
My relationship is fresh and new. I haven't really been out on a scene like that to test his theory. But I'm at the point right now, I just don't give a fuck. Like I told you, all the energy and the stress, I'm just tired. I'm like Charles Oakley right now. He used to play for the Knicks when he's like 40. You know what I mean? Still trying to be in the NBA, you know, still wanting that money, whatever, but not willing to work it. So I'm not trying to work hard for none of these hoes. If I get something, it happens, but I did all this work for all these years, and I finally got somebody that's into me, that's fucking with me, that's rocking with me. I don't got the energy or the mind. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I just don't care. If it happens, it happens. But scoring pussy is not at the top of my priority list right now because I got pussy at home. So I'm straight.
All right, you just carry, you can't fake that energy. All right, even me now dating women, I don't carry myself with the same nonchalantness that I did when I had a piece of ass laying next to me every night in the bed. It's a different type of swagger. I always got my most choosing signals when I was in a relationship, especially from coworkers, all right? And even if they didn't know, but whenever I had a girlfriend, a steady girlfriend, that's when I always got my most choosing signals, all right?
That's real.
Even
What are
You know,
choosing signals?
choosing signals are when women make it known that they're interested in a guy. Like she'll look at you, smile at you, brush her hair. You know what I mean? When they give you a hug and they put titties on your arm, like there's certain ways you can a woman can hug front chest or like off to the side so her private parts don't touch you. Touching your hand, laughing at your jokes. Basically, choosing to like you choose somebody. When a woman chooses, a lot of women, they won't blatantly ask a guy out, but they'll create a scenario so that he asks. He's like, oh, I think this bitch feeling me. You know what I'm saying? She keep looking at me. Like the rule that I used to play when I used to go to the club, triple take. Triple take. If a woman looked at me 3 different times, then I knew she would like me. Like first, she might look at me, I might be somebody familiar, like whatever. So I don't count that. You know, everybody get a first shot. The second time, you know, I'm chilling or whatever, and I notice to look over again and look away. I'm saying, okay, that's 2, but maybe I look familiar, whatever, whatever. If she give me a third look, like she look at me again, like give me a smile or some shit like that, that's her that's the tractor beam, like come in, like this, that's the signal. Like you know how you got an airplane, like when they land in the airplanes and shit, they got the cones or whatever, or just the directing the airplane. That's all that is. It's up from you to fly that plane into her if she's give you that signals, that signal. Like Miss Pearly, whoever you date, I forget his name, the angry man or whatever, angry reactor. I should know his name. It's horrible, but I'm sure he wouldn't have approached you unless you smiled or gave him some type of energy to let him know that he had a chance. The thing that you did to get your man, the things that you did to get your man that you currently have right now, those were choosing signals. I don't know, like this is my camera right here, but the video is down there. So if I'm looking down there, I'm looking at you, Miss Pearly. Like right here, I'm looking at my audience. I'm still trying to figure this out. I'm new to this shit. Okay, let's continue.
me dating chicks now, I could be dating 7 women and I still don't get as many choosing signals as I did when I had a steady girlfriend at home. When I was in a relationship, I always got my most choosing signals in a relationship. It's
Okay, is he gonna get to the point, like at all? Okay.
just a swagger. You can't.
Yo, what you talk about? He already said don't lie. He said one thing so far, Miss Pearly, stop being so impatient. This is entertaining. This is alpha male strategies. He's schooling you. You need to be knowing this stuff too for your relationship and situations.
Duplicate. It's a look. All right. And what I mean by that, guys, is when you see pussy every fucking night, when you go out into the world, your energy is different. All right. When you date, you still go a day or 2 without seeing some ass, so you still gonna give off a little energy, a little thirsty energy. It's maybe not that bad, but when you got pussy laying next to you in a bed every night and you see it every night, when you out in the public, you don't stare or look the same because you see it every fucking night. I hope I'm making myself clear. I hope I'm making some sense.
Makes
So
perfect sense.
you have the perfect energy to get choosing signals, and a woman can smell it. A woman can have on some little shorts way up here and a halter top on, and a guy who has pussy laying next to him in the bed every night, have a fine girl laying next to him naked every night, he ain't gonna give off the same energy as a guy who ain't seen a woman.
He not gonna be as thirsty. And they can sense it and they can pick up on that. You understand what I'm saying? It's women are just weird like that. Like it's like the more you chase after her, the more you want her, the more she pushes away. The more you seem disinterested, that makes her more interested. It's fucking weird. It has zero logic, but it's the animal kingdom and it's the world that we live in. And if you want to play in this world and have a good time, I mean, these are the rules. It is what it is, yo.
Naked.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
I just broke it down to you. So it's the dating world, baby. It's the dating world. It's attracting men. It's women being attracted to men, and it's men being attracted to women. Women are more attracted to men that aren't acting as thirsty and ogling all over them and just noticing their body and stuff like that. Like it's funny, like the current girl that I have, I wasn't even trying to get with her. Like I met her online and we're just having a conversation about like cartoons and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just different like adult cartoons like Adventure Time and stuff, which is more of an adult cartoon, and like Rick and Morty and stuff like that. And we connect. I saw something on her profile. She was talking about some cartoons. And currently, I'm binging Adventure Time. So I was like, yeah, I'm binging Adventure Time right now. And then she told me, oh, yeah, I used to watch that too. And the artists of Adventure Time, they actually did this other cartoon, I think either before or after that. And that's how we connected. You know what I'm saying? So it's It's the dating world, man. This is what it is. You understand this. You just trying to play naive. Stop doing this, Miss Pearly. You ain't this stupid. Stop it.
In a day or two. And if you're a guy who just dating, you still gonna go a day or two, all right, sometimes. Because let's hypothetically say you got a
How do you guys have this much like free time to just
5-girl
Now, what she's saying about that, that's some real shit. Like if you're on your purpose, and he talks about your purpose, if you're on your purpose and you know you're focusing on your purpose every single day, you're working out and you're dealing with your investments, you're creating videos and you're doing all these different things, you don't have as much time to search for these hoes. But a lot of these cats are swiping left, swiping right. I did it, you know, I didn't have a lot of time either, but yo, when you're pursuing this pussy, see, a woman wouldn't really understand this because men always approach them. But when you out here as a man out in these streets trying to, it takes work. Pussy ain't just falling in your lap. 90% of the women only fuck with 10% of the dudes consistently. You know what I mean? Unless you like an NBA player or an actor or some shit like that, that's when the ladies just fall in your lap. And even then, to get to that point of being a superstar athlete or like a great actor or an entertainer, you still had to put like a lot of groundwork to get to that point just for to get these hoes to like you like that, to approach you like that, man. But you're right, yo, Miss Pearly, though. A lot of us shouldn't be focusing all of our time on chasing after pussy and chasing after relationships. And we should be focusing on bettering ourselves. And AMS talks about this. You know, he's just giving a overall breakdown. This is an old video, so she probably knows now, but if she listens to a lot of his videos, he always stresses to focus on your purpose.
rotation. Well, that still leave 2 nights that you got. Oh, so you still ain't gonna see it the same way a guy who got live-in pussy. It's a different energy. So as a married guy, you should be getting the most choosing signals, all right? Because you just give off that vibe. It's just the vibe, guys. So everything else holds true, guys. You just have to tell the women that you have a wife at home, and they either down with it or they not. All right, but that's the way that goes, guys. All right.
So there are girls.
Yes.
That like they don't know a guy at all, right?
Yes.
So they just meet him at a random place.
Yes.
And they're like, they don't care.
And my boy Champ had a good question.
Because a lot of times women don't want to commit to a relationship either. And what's the best way if a woman is just trying to get up and do her thing and to easily get out of a situation? Fuck with somebody to ask somebody else. Yes, it's a dangerous situation. Yes, it's not the most honorable thing, but not everybody has these pure intentions. Like I said, like you probably do, Miss Pearly. Like I said, you have to be more objective when you're looking at these things, man.
Question 2, he said, when a girl run a background check on you and she got high interest, can that lower her interest? Hell fucking yeah, but not the way you guys might think. Here's the thing, guys. When a woman like you, that's hypothetically say a woman with high interest like you, just you do it for her. Theoretically, your finances and your social status cannot lower her attraction because she already like you. The only thing that can lower her attraction is she found out you had some ugly girlfriends. So that's hypothetically say you at school.
What?
That I've seen
How
that.
does that matter?
Yo, I've seen that happen
And a girl
before
with a
too.
background.
I've seen that. I'll give you an example. In college, I used to be in love with this beautiful chick with the Erykah Badu vibe. You know what I'm saying? And we kissed once and everything. But the thing is, I wasn't hearing from her too much. You know, I wasn't hearing her as much as I would like hearing from her, as much as I wanted to hear from her. At any rate, there was some type of frat party or whatever, and it was like the campus slut. And I was dancing on the campus slut, and I was feeling on the campus slut titties, and I was kissing all over the campus slut. And the girl who I really liked, who I was damn near in love with, one of her best friends, saw me doing that shit. And she like once I finished doing my thing with the campus slut, she approached me and she was like, you like so and such and such, like her friend. I was like, yeah, I do. She's like, well, she really likes you too. But I see what you're doing right now, and I'm gonna make sure I tell her. And ever since she told her that, my shit was over. So, no, this is some real shit.
Chick, she don't care how much money you got or, you know, if you got a law. She already like you. But if she found out you had a 300-pound girlfriend, and now we got a problem. Now we got a big fucking problem.
I'm living
See,
proof.
that's the issue with that, guys. That can hurt you.
More
Now,
than once.
with a girl that has low interest, your friend, your social circle, and your finances can help you. And let me give y'all an example. So let's hypothetically say a girl go ask another girl, oh, you know him? And she, oh yeah, girl, he the #1 salesman for Mercedes Benz. He the #1 salesman in the county. Oh, yeah, girl, he sold more cars than everybody. Ah, he tried to talk to me. Girl, you need to go get with him. See, when a girl with low interest, that can help you, but that don't really help you with a girl who you just do it for, all right? If you just do it for a girl and she just find you attractive and you just do it for her.
I do agree. Like if
See? Yeah.
you find like if I liked like even with like my boyfriend now, when I met him, like I don't know, I just felt like we like clicked right away. And it wouldn't have even mattered like anything else if that makes sense. Like I don't know, some people you just really connect with.
Yeah, you don't got to be the richest. Like when somebody's really, really into you and they really, really like you, they're gonna accept you flaws and all, and they're gonna try to work with you. You know what I mean? But ultimately, you have to use logic too, though. You have to be like, I could really, really like a person, but they could still be detrimental to your health and to your safety. So the logic has to kick in and make you make like a smart decision, even though your heart may feel one way, your brain may tell you like this person is gonna put you in debt or like you're gonna die if you fuck with this person. So you have to like find like a nice balance.
The only thing that, in my experience, what I've seen in my life, is that if you fuck some ugly bitches or some
No, I would just say if you find them being like dishonest, like that's really unattractive.
women that was not
That's
on her
her
caliber,
perspective.
that
I
will
respect that.
lower her attraction. And she'll bring it to you too. All right? She'll bring it to you. Another thing that'll lower her attraction is if she find out you try to talk to everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, girl, he tried to talk to
Yes.
my
Yeah.
friend. He tried to talk to me.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's real.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I've struck out a lot because of that shit.
Yes, that's
So
true.
like if you try to just talk to everybody, like you just out just randomly talking to everybody, and especially if they turned you down. So let's have you try to talk to her friend, this girl, that girl, and they all turned you down,
'Cause
and
they
now
all
I'm
feel
talking
like
to you.
they all feel like the second choice, the third choice, the fourth choice. So yeah, nah. You gotta be smooth the way you move when you're trying to talk to these hoes, man. That's some real shit.
I'm getting they leftovers. They didn't even want you. Now I got you. So in that situation, guys, it can hurt you if a girl
Yeah.
found out that you got rejected
That's the problem at like a small school that like I went to. You find out everything.
a lot, and if you had an ugly girlfriend. So y'all guys, this is more reason. What I said, wait on choosing signals, because if it comes around that if you got all these rejections, and I've had this happen to me before. I had a girl come confront me about this before and said, you tried to, she had, two of her friends knew who I was, and both of them had rejected me. This years ago, like years ago. Because, you know, this one when I went on my purpose and waiting on choosing signals, I would just, you know, talk to girls and I had no fear of rejection. All right, this before I got that swag. So I would just talk to girls. I wasn't afraid of rejection. Two girls tell me, I don't care nothing about it. Maybe I'm not their type. Maybe they had their period was on that day. I don't give a fuck, and I really didn't give a fuck. But she asked her friends, yeah, she thinking like she got her a prize, and oh, I got me, and she go and talk to her friends and found out they rejected me. All right, now, you don't think her attraction
Well, that's true because then you don't feel like you're special if he's
I agree.
literally like copying and pasting the same DM.
drop? Now we still fucked around, but her attraction dropped. All right, because they didn't even want you, and now I'm with you.
Is he even gonna get to the how to cheat video?
He just
I don't think
explained
he
it.
did.
All right, so guys, you have to be cognizant of that. That's another thing.
He
Choosing
explained it
signals. You don't
already.
want girls to just see everybody done rejected you, and girls ask this shit, guys.
Basically,
Girls don't
his
ask their friends,
answer
"Girl, you know
was
it?" because
how to cheat. He just said, be honest. Be honest who you're dealing with. He said lie and say that you have somebody if you don't have someone. Don't try to talk to everybody in the same room. Like, be more tactful. He said a few things. You just ain't really. You're not really listening.
the reason they do that, guys, the reason they run a background check is because they don't want to talk to a guy that they friend done fucked or some shit like that. All right, with us, we don't care. I don't care if you fuck my best friend, but God forbid if a girl.
But you would if you were dating her. You don't care for like a girl you're hooking up with. I bet he would if he was dating her.
Fuck a guy that her best friend fuck. So they always go ask all their friends, you know him, you know him, you know him. Oh yeah, girl, he tried to talk to me last year. All right, dead turn off, guys. Dead turn off. It won't turn off all the times if her attraction high enough, but it will lower her attraction. All right, so that's the thing. So maybe she saw you as a 10, maybe that bring it down to a 9 or something like that. But it's no big deal. You can still only time it really hurt you is like say you was like a 8 or a 7 or something like that, and it can hurt you then. But she got super high attraction. It can't lower it that much, but it does hurt. All right, as in with the low interest girl. If a girl go find out you fucked hotter chicks, all right, you guys, I've had girls that rejected me, then did a background check, and all of a sudden they were sending choosing signals. All right, probably because they found.
I have never looked at. Okay, I have never looked at someone's that like dating history that I was like talking to. Like once I started like dating somebody, then I would
It's
look.
almost over.
But like I've never done that, like looked before I even talked to them.
Found out something, probably found out I dealt with this girl or whatever the case may be. I don't know what the fuck they found out. Maybe they found out I was good in bed. I don't fucking know. They heard something. And next time I was with around them, they sending choosing signals. All right. But I just want y'all guys to be cognizant of that yeah, if you go and you fuck with girls who got high interest and they every girl runs a background check, guys, before she takes you on as somebody she gonna date. She gonna ask her friends because she don't want to fuck somebody that her friends for. So she gonna ask. And her friends find out that one of her friends know you had an ugly girlfriend last year, or you got rejected by 5 of her friends, that will lower her attraction. No doubt a fucking about it, guys.
The rejection for 5 of your friends, I agree with. I feel like he did not even talk about how
He
to
did.
cheat other than to
He
say
did.
do it honestly.
He could have elaborated more. He could have went in more depth, but ultimately what he was saying is you just have to be like whoever that you're trying to deal with, you just have to be honest. That's it. But I would take it even a step further. If you have a conversation with your lady at home and let her know, like, sometimes, I might have desires to be with somebody else, but I don't necessarily want to leave you. If you could just have that open conversation and she's with it, if that's what you want to do, you don't have to cheat. How do you find individuals that are into you? Like, as far as like, if you want to be in that poly lifestyle, it's just by having a conversation. And if you have the conversation and she's not down with it, but this is what you want to do, then she not the one. It's pretty simple. Honestly, you don't have to cheat at all. You just be honest with whoever you're with, and either they down with it, and if they're not down with it, but this is what you want to do, you shouldn't be with that person. It's pretty simple, to be honest with you.
Cool. Which I agree with, but like, gosh, I don't like the way that sounds, like the way he talks and stuff.
It's for entertainment, and we black people talk.
It made me feel some type of way.
We talk with passion.
But anyways,
and you shouldn't feel some type of way because you have to be objective. You're a journalist.
Let me know in the comments if like what you agree with, what you disagree with. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yep.
Bye.
Peace. Good video. That was a really good video. Just Pearly Things. Is that? Hold up. Let me zoom out. Just Pearly Things. That was definitely a really good video. You have a lot of stuff like on Kevin Samuels and stuff like that that I've watched, and I definitely want to comment and react. Hopefully you like this. Hopefully I didn't get too out of pocket. I don't make you or your boyfriend upset. I ain't trying to do nothing of the sort. Me and my girlfriend, I think eventually, like sooner than later, we will be doing the podcast thing. Just talking about relationships and just talking about being in a new relationship and things of that nature. But this was really good. You'll hear from me the next time you hear from me. Hashtag everybody need more green. Deuces. Stop the share.